We all need courage these days. The courage to speak out, the courage to be optimistic, the courage to take care of our loved ones when we're hurting ourselves. As a leader, I need courage, and you need courage. There are certain common characteristics of courageous leaders that I want to share today. They include authenticity, resilience, emotional intelligence, self-discipline, and a commitment to purpose. Harvard Business School professor Nancy Cohen describes a courageous leader as, and I quote, "an individual who is capable of making themselves better and stronger when the stakes are high and circumstances turn against that person," end quote. She goes on to say, most of our lives we're beset by crises. Courageous leaders are not cowed or intimidated. They realize that in the midst of turbulence, there lies an extraordinary opportunity to grow and rise. Courageous leaders can push through uncomfortable situations. They are willing to make difficult decisions and do not back down when things get too hard. Today, I bring up the need for courageous leadership because of our ongoing quest for equality. If there is one takeaway from the past several weeks of focus upon racial inequality, it's a growing awareness of the depth and persistence of its systemic nature. To address systemic inequalities, we need leadership courage. Some have failed to demonstrate that level of leadership because they continue to question the value of diversity and inclusion. Is it really necessary to demonstrate that enhanced diversity improves performance in a fact-specific way for each business? I don't believe so. In the marketplace, we don't re-establish the factual basis for economies of scale, for example, in each case. We accept it subject to evidence to the contrary, and we move on from there. There are certainly a variety of studies which support a strong link between diversity and financial performance. One example is a May 19, 2020 study by McKinsey & Company. They found that the business case for inclusion and diversity is stronger than ever. I have also heard business leaders say, but I can't find any qualified minorities for this role or that role. In many cases, that statement reflects a biased mindset, a mindset that presupposes that it is risky to hire a minority. I have never heard anyone say, but I can't find a qualified white person, or I have to find a qualified white person for this or that role. Of course, we need to make sure everyone who gets hired is qualified. But if your first thought about hiring minorities is to question whether they are qualified minorities, then I suggest you need to change your mindset. Promoting diversity and inclusion in our corporate organizations is not going to happen on its own. Doing nothing is a great way to change nothing. If we are left to our own devices, we will surround ourselves with people who look like us. Promoting diversity and inclusion requires an intentional or a conscious effort. And so from today, make a commitment with yourself to lead courageously, decide to intentionally pursue diversity, and to consciously promote inclusion, and then watch your business prosper. But let me warn you, be prepared to be judged, but do not be cowed or intimidated. Be resilient, be a courageous leader, and push through those uncomfortable times. There is an opportunity for you and your organization to grow and rise. In fact, an extraordinary opportunity. Seize it. Thank you.